Right, once you've cast your stitches on, I've only cast on far fewer than you will need. I've cast on 43, I think, just for my small sample piece here. But you go straight into 1 by 1 rib. Now, 1 by 1 rib just means one of each stitch, so 1 knit, 1 purl, and it's backwards and forwards. So when you're starting with a knit on the right side, you'll be starting with a purl on the wrong side. And when early on, when you're working just the rib, it's not clear which is the right and the wrong side. So there's a simple tip so that you know. If your end stitches, if you're starting end stitches a knit, you're on the right side. If you're starting end stitches a purl, you're on the wrong side. Like I said, just knit and purl. If you're brand new to knitting, this is 1 by 1 rib. I'm sure there's very few of you watching this. If you are watching, the pattern does not specify how many rows of rib you need to work. It specifies finished size, and this is my sort of second sample piece, and I've had a look at my first sample piece, which I'll just show you the rib there. And to get that measurement, which is 1.5 inches from the cast on edge, I believe, yes, 1.5 inches or 4 centimetres, I think I've done around 10, I think I've done 10 rows there. So I'm just going to work 10 rows in 1 by 1 rib. Right, I'm back. I've actually done 9 rows. In fact, I think it's probably a little bit too much. But the reason being, we need to end on a wrong side row. Okay, and we know it's a wrong side row because I'm starting and ending with a purl stitch. So you might need to do 7, you might need to do 11, whatever it is. Make sure you end with a wrong side row facing you, because the last thing we've got to do before we start setting up that beautiful entrelac pattern is a bit of a decrease, and I just wanted to do this with you just in case you weren't familiar with purl 2 together. Now clearly I've got far fewer than 161 stitches here, so I'm just going to ad-lib a bit with it because it's just the purling 2 together that I want you to see. So you are asked to purl 12 and then purl 2 together, so I'll just do that. That'll do, won't it? So just purling straight across now. We've dropped the 1 by 1 rib, going straight onto a purl, and so you will much more easily, very soon, much more easily be able to see which is the right side and which is the wrong side. If you still feel that you need a pointer, you can always hang a progress keeper or a safety pin or something on the one side. I don't know how many I've done. That'll do, won't it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. Perfect. Right, so we've told to purl 12 and then purl 2 together. And purling 2 together is absolutely as the name suggests. I just put my needle tip in, the yarn's at the front obviously, needle tip in the next stitch along and the one after that, and purl them 2 together. And what that has done is it turned 2 stitches into 1 and decreased by 1 stitch. Okay, so that's all you're going to do. You're going to do that, then purl 15, you're going to do it 8 times. Just have a little look at your pattern. But that is how you work a purl 2 together. So by the time you get to the end of this decrease row, you will have 152 stitches and be ready to set up your entrelac.